The Back House, your hospitality venue, presents Live at the Back House Season 3. Yes. Welcome back, everyone. Just in case you are joining us for the first time, Live at the Back House is a marketing platform that highlights small businesses, authors, and various topics of interest. I am your host, Von C.L. English, aka Coach V, and I'm so happy to be here tonight with everyone. Now, before we introduce our featured guest, we would like to thank our segment sponsor. So tonight is great. We always have great segment sponsors, but tonight it is The Death of a Lie stage play. Now, some of you may be familiar with the book, but this stage play is a poetic journey from foster care and abandonment to becoming unapologetic in strength and self-confidence, which is scheduled to premiere on Saturday, November 16th at 2 p.m. at the Dayton Art Institute. Now, this play is written and directed by Mrs., the one and only Felicia Charlton, founder of the Death of a Lie movement. And we are so excited for this. Now, if you purchase your ticket tonight, you do get $10 off of the ticket price. So it's great that you are tuning in. If you hear me, tell your friends to jump on and make sure that they listen to this interview and to get their ticket tonight. Make sure that you also share the live. Please share it. Over in your corner is a share button. But if you jump on, say hello. You can interact with us throughout this whole segment, and we would love to see that you are joining us. So, without further ado, I am pleased to introduce our featured guest, Miss Carmen Boone, licensed massage therapist. Welcome to Live at the Back House. Welcome her tonight. Yeah, so how you feeling? It's great to have you.
It's good to be here. I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm good.
That's okay. We are so laid back here. It is a very nice ambiance always in here.
It's beautiful in here.
Our studio audience can see this, so next time y'all have to come to the studio audience. Yes, but since some people may not know who you are or what you do, we kind of like to start off by asking, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell everyone who Carmen Boone is.
So my name is Carmen Boone, obviously. I am a licensed massage therapist. I graduated from the Dayton School of Medical Massage in 2012. I worked for 5 years at Valeria's Beauty Center and Day Spa.
I'm familiar with Valeria's, yes. Oh, wow, yeah.
And it was always my goal to have my own space. So from there, I moved to Kettering, to my studio at 303 East Stroop. And the purpose of that was so that I could control the atmosphere from the moment you enter the door to the moment you leave, as a holistic experience without any chemical interference.
And that makes a lot of sense. It does. So that's right across the street from Town and Country?
Yes, if I look out my front window, I am looking directly at TJ Maxx, which is why I park in the back and head out the back street. So whatever money I make, I get to keep it at least for a little while.
And if someone comes shopping, then they can always book an appointment to de-stress after your shopping therapy. Yes.
Especially depending on how much you spend. If you spend a little more than you intended, you can de-stress with that.
Yes. Well, excellent. So what made you decide to start a career in massage therapy?
For several years, I modeled for a few years.
Wow. Now, you're not just going to be able to tell us that you modeled and then just skim on past that. Now, give us a little bit of detail,
Back before 675 was finished, they had that Barbizon School of Modeling.
They did.
Yes.
I remember that.
And I went there, and I got picked up by a modeling troupe called the Big Apple Menagerie, and we traveled around the country 30 to 40 weeks out of the year.
Wow.
And I did that for 4 years.
Really?
And,
so like runway shows? Or?
And they were choreographed runway shows. So they were very interactive, lots of fun, very high energy. So, but living out of a suitcase for 4 years tends to wear on me. And everybody was like, why do you always wear black? It's like, because I don't have to try to match things. I don't have to try to find things in my suitcase.
It is. Black is the key color.
It is. And it goes with everything.
It does.
I didn't have to worry about what shoes to wear. But, I did that. And then I worked in the administrative field for about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But when I started working in the administrative field, somehow, when I was working at a company called C&E Sales, somehow I became the resident massage therapist, and I'm not exactly sure what happened. I know one of my coworkers was like, Carmen, she was complaining about, a pain in her shoulder, and I just started working her shoulder. And then somebody else was like, Carmen, can you? And then it just kind of snowballed.
Wow. Now who says how they get into massage therapy like that?
Right.
Wow.
And
okay.
I jokingly said, if I got paid every time I did this, I'd probably be doing all right.
You would turn it into a career.
Exactly. So I left there and went to work for the city of Dayton, where I got laid off, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and get my license, because that way I can kind of control whether I get hired or fired. It's all up to me.
It's all up to you, and in your hands.
Yeah,
yes, in your hands. That's a great story.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I read an article, and it said, this gentleman said that when you find your passion, it can always be traced back to a certain point in your childhood.
Do tell.
I remember my dad worked at GM, and he worked second shift, and when he would come home on the weekends, I'd sit behind him on the couch and I'd rub his shoulders. And he was like, oh, baby, that feels really good. Thank you so much. And, my 6-year-old self, I thought I was really doing something.
Yes. Did you get paid for it? Sometimes as kids we get paid for little stuff like that. No.
But that's
it does.
That's how it started.
Yeah, and so that's a great story, considering that it just happened to happen at one of your jobs, and then to do it. So God works in mysterious ways.
He really does.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
How I got to Kettering is really God driven. I was working at Valeria's, and I just knew that I was supposed to have a spot downtown. I just knew it.
Of course, downtown is centrally located. Have all your clients.
I worked with a lady at a chair massage event, and she was in the space that I'm in now. And I asked her, I said, well, can I just do Mondays out here since the salon is closed? And she was like, well, sure. And then she kept trying to get me to come out there. I was like, yeah, it doesn't feel like my space. And I said, I'm supposed to be downtown. And I went through the pop-up program.
The pop-up shop.
They had 2 spots for me, and they both fell through. And the second one fell through like at the last minute. We signed the paperwork, and the owner was like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it because I got to renovate. And like, okay. And I was just like, well, apparently God has something better planned for me.
Yes, and we have to understand that. So let me stop you right there, because sometimes we put our faith so hard into something, and when it falls through, it sometimes crushes people. But for you realized God had a bigger plan. Right. You kept going, and you kept in faith.
I did.
Excellent.
And the funny thing is, because I said I love the way her space was set up. It's very cozy. It's very inviting. So I just was like, I want a space like this. And the November, December of 2016, she said, I hate these winters. I can't do this anymore. I'm moving to North Carolina. Why don't you talk to the landlord and see if you can move in? And I was like,
just transfer the lease. Just make it happen.
Right. And I told my husband, I said, I don't know if I want to be out here. What if my clients don't follow me? The rent is much more than what I've been paying. I've got utilities, and I don't know. And he said, just do it.
Now, was she a massage therapist too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said, just do it. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, okay. So I just stepped out and I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And he provided everything I needed. And I have not missed.
He is so awesome.
He is. I have
Yes,
not
he
missed
is.
one step.
Mm.
So
And how long have you been out there?
it will be 2 years in
years.
February.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What
So-
day in February did you move in?
February 1st.
I was probing for my birthday. And I'm just gonna let everyone know that February 1st is my birthday.
So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Can you believe? Okay. I just yes. So February 1st. Okay. So I know that there are different types of massages. However, I'm gonna go through a few questions. What can you tell us would be the benefits of someone actually getting a massage? So someone who's never gotten one goes, it could be okay, but what are the true benefits of that?
There are so many benefits. It increases circulation.
Mm-hmm.
It relieves tension, reduces stress.
Yes.
It helps with arthritis, flexibility,
Uh-huh.
just
A lot of,
Yeah, a lot of
that you
things.
get from working day to day
Yes.
and dealing with day-to-day stress.
yes.
Okay.
And when people come in, I say, okay, this is a stress-free zone.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit for a minute, let's talk, and whatever you feel like you need to get out, let's just get that out before you get on the table, because I want you to be able to completely relax on the table and get the full benefits of the massage.
So you're a therapist too?
Apparently so.
Yes! Right? Yes. Well, that's actually good, because some people may not want to just take all that, especially if they're
Yes.
getting off of work and coming in there, to verbally express and get some of that off of their muscles.
Oh, yeah.
Would be very
And I don't
beneficial.
mind, because I tell people all the time, I want you to relax.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't want you laying on the table going, okay, now when I leave here, I gotta go to the grocery store, I gotta pick up the dry cleaning, then I'm gonna go and get the car wash.
I gotta email.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
want you to get that out now. So
Mhm.
when you get on the table, I want you to be completely relaxed so that you can get the full benefits of the
Mhm.
massage. And, post-surgery,
Mhm.
post-sports injury,
Mhm,
helps
mhm.
prevent sports injuries.
Just a lot.
Yeah.
So actually, what is the difference? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
Mhm.
What is the difference between deep tissue and Swedish massage?
So Swedish massage
Mhm.
are very fluid strokes, long strokes, very
Mhm.
relaxing strokes.
Mhm.
And it can vary in pressure levels. Some people
Okay.
like just light pressure. Some people
Mhm.
want a lot of pressure, deeper pressure.
Mhm.
That is not deep tissue. Deep tissue is when, and most of the time it's only used for athletes or people with serious
Mhm.
issues
Mhm.
with their tissues. Because
There's issues with their tissues.
because what's going to happen is
Mhm.
it's not going to be just a lot of nice pressure.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm going to possibly use my elbow, and I'm going to get down into the belly of the muscle to
Mhm.
help release the tension
Okay.
built up in that muscle, and it's not relaxing.
Like kneading dough, isn't it? Just
No,
it's not
it's
like
not. It's
oh.
like I'm going to just press,
Mhm, mhm,
and then
mhm.
once I get deep down into the muscle,
Mhm.
then I'm going to push through it.
Okay.
So kneading dough, that's more effleurage or more Swedish.
Okay,
Because
so
kneading
just
dough, yeah.
just
The
surface
deep
type.
tissue
Is deep
is-
tissue.
Yeah, we have to get deep down into the belly of the muscle to relieve whatever is causing the discomfort.
Mhm.
And it's going to be a little more slower
Mhm.
and methodical,
Mhm.
and it's painful.
Mm.
It is painful.
Some of y'all need that pain. Even though I cringed, some of y'all know y'all got knots all in here that you need to be worked out, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. So what are some of the misconceptions surrounding massage?
The misconception surrounding massage is that it's a luxury. I don't need that. It's all frou-frou. It's like it's not. It is an integral part
Mhm.
of self-care
Mm-hmm.
because it affects you on the physical, the mental, emotional, and spiritual level.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not just going to work your muscles. I'm going to let you take that time
Mm-hmm.
to just relax your mind. Because a lot of times we've got so many things coming at us from so many different, avenues.
We do.
We need to take a time out. This is the adult time out. So just give me the time
to just mellow out and just
let your mind relax. Stop the race, stop the rat race, and just relax for a minute. Let your body catch up. A 60-minute massage is equal to 8 hours of sleep.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay,
We have people in the audience ready to sign up right now. They're ready to sign up right now. But wow, 8 hours of sleep is what a 60. Oh yes. And I mean, if you imagine, and as you can, some people think that it is frou-frou. They go, I'm not spending that type of money. But if you will go out to eat and spend that money, on other things, shopping, you can cut some of that money out and invest in your emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Yes.
And if you think about all those coffees that you buy daily.
I'm not gonna say it. See, I stopped myself. Yeah. But it does add up, because that's like $6 a day, and that could be a easy 30-minute massage.
Exactly.
It could, definitely. So if someone was interested, we kind of hear like how you have taken the journey into massage therapy. So even after a couple of years, how do you still feel about it? A lot of people are called to different things, and some people may have went into it for a few months and said, it's okay, but you were set up. That's a prime area in some sense, in some people's perception. So how do you kind of view massage therapy now that you're actually in it fully?
I kind of view it as my ministry. I have quite a few people who come in, and it's just it's their release. It's their And like I said, a lot of times we talk beforehand, and we work things out, get things out, and then I allow them that space to just be. Don't think about that.
Right.
Don't worry about doing that. Just be. Just calm your mind, calm your body, calm your spirit, and just take this moment to just pour back into yourself. A lot of my early clients were caregivers.
Like in healthcare?
No, like caring for an elderly parent or caring for a disabled child. So, a lot of stress behind it. Like a healthcare caregiver, it's still stressful, but you don't have that close emotional component.
Right, there's a separation because it's more of a profession
right.
or your
It's a job. But it was caring for their parent or a loved one. And I had one lady, and it was her first massage, and she had gotten it as a gift certificate, which is how it came about the name. But she was just, I told her, I said, you have to take care of yourself too, because you won't have anything left to help take care of your mom.
Right, to give.
So you have to take care of yourself first. And I went through the massage, and at the end, she was like, I really needed this. So she had her epiphany. She had her aha moment. It's like, yes, you do.
That was her 8 hours of sleep she was neglecting.
Yes. So.
And I was going to ask you that. I was really going to add that. That is so funny, because that's like close to the next question. As far as the name, so how did you come up with the name?
So the name is kind of the same journey as getting into massage. When you're in school, you have to put together a packet. You have to put together a name of your business and go through the whole steps and everything. And I did not know what I wanted, so I just said a balanced life massage therapy.
Balanced life.
A balanced life.
I like that.
Which was the name of my business for the first few years.
Okay.
But I was just like, that's too long. A balanced life massage therapy.com. And then when I looked online, there were a lot of a balanced life businesses.
Type
exactly.
Stuff.
So I was reading a book called The Circle Maker by James Batterson, I believe. And he said, when you have a problem, you write it down, you circle it, and you pray over it. Or if it's something like a building, you just circle it and keep praying over it. So I wrote it down and I circled it, and I was reading his book, and he was He said he was walking around downtown San Diego and he had this epiphany. And I kid you not, I started laughing and then I kind of started crying because it's like, it was right there the whole time. Because my husband, before we even got married, bought me this African doll. And he said, what are you gonna name her? I was like, I don't know, I have to think about it. And I was working out in Centerville at the time and I kept driving past this church. 2 weeks. Epiphany Lutheran Church. I said, that's what I'm going to name my doll. Epiphany, I like that. That's what I'm going to name her. That was 20 years ago. Wow. So fast forward, I'm reading this book, and he said, I had an epiphany, and I'm like, yes, God. Okay, I'm listening, I'm here. Yep, got it. So
wow, and we know that when God speaks to us, like we get this little feeling like, oh yeah, and you knew immediately.
And then I knew, and it was like, duh.
It was there all along.
It was there all along. Why didn't you have your epiphany a long time ago? So,
but you needed that though to go. It sounded like to just go through there, and I mean, even with the lady, you talked about how we need to take the time. And so many people, I believe today is National Mental Health Day, if I'm not mistaken. And so mental health is more than just mental; it's physical, emotional, spiritual, and we do rush around too much, and we do not take the time to take care of ourselves. So you bring up a lot of very valid points, definitely.
And massage also helps with depression. Actual physical touch in a positive way is very therapeutic and healing. And if you think about it, that's the first means of communication when you're born. Babies can't talk, they can't communicate, but they can feel. So that communication, that contact is extremely important.
I would agree with that, because I'm a hugger.
I'm a hugger too.
Yeah, so when you hug people, you can feel whether it's a patty hug or if it's a genuine hug.
Or whether it's I really don't want to do this.
Yeah, because they're not used to the contact.
Exactly.
Definitely. So what type of services do you offer?
Okay, so I offer various massage modalities. Swedish, of course, relaxation, deep tissue. I do sports massage.
Okay.
I generally incorporate kind of a little bit of everything in a session, depending on what the client needs. It could be just Swedish relaxation, might go a little deeper, but if I get to a point where it's like, okay, we're gonna have to
get down in there.
Get down in there. And then I also incorporate, like in my 90-minute sessions, I incorporate stretching.
Okay.
So that is one. I do offer some hot stone. I don't do a lot of hot stone, but I do offer it. And I have some things in the works, some collaborations with a couple of other professionals. One is Margaret Whitney.
Okay.
She's an esthetician, and we had our first Waxing with the Wizard event yesterday, where she came in. Yes, because I've had people ask me, "Do you do waxing?" And I'm like, "No, I don't."
So who's the wizard?
That would be Margaret.
That's Margaret. Okay.
Her business name is the Color Wizard, because she's an esthetician, makeup artist, and everything. So she came in, and we had clients come in and get waxing services.
Nice.
So that is the second Wednesday of every month from 6 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Next one being November 9th, and so we're looking for the next one to be even bigger and better than last night's.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm also starting in December partnering with Yamika Stevens of YSL.
Hi, Yamika!
YSL Fitness, and we're going to do some packages.
Okay.
She's going to offer meditation and aromatherapy services. Then we're going to have like yoga and massage packages for couples or groups or individuals.
That's a great idea.
And they can do yoga and get a massage, or do a massage and then get yoga, all in the same space. And then we're also going to have meditation and massage. So if they want to come in and do meditation before they do massage, then that'll be an offering as well.
I'm so relaxed just thinking about it. We all need to de-stress. So
Absolutely.
Let's see. So I've asked you that. How do potential clients connect with you?
So they can go to my Facebook page, epiphanymassagetherapy.com.
Mm-hmm.
They can go to my website, which is www.epiphanymassagetherapy.com.
Mm-hmm.
They can call my business number. It's 937-949-1144.
Okay.
I do recommend that clients go online to schedule, because a lot of times if they call and they're waiting for me to call back, I can't always get to the phone right away.
Oh, yes.
So if they're
yes.
looking for a particular date, by the time I get to call them back, that date's gone. When you can go to the website, you can see all of my days that I have available, all of the times that I have available, and just book immediately.
It was nice. I actually tested it out today. I saw your picture on there, and it has the calendar, so it's really easy to use. It is.
Now, I do require brand new clients, first-time clients, to book online and pay in advance.
Okay.
And that is because I've had, on more than one occasion, new clients book, and I set aside the time, and I'm waiting, and I have other people call and say, hey, I was like, no, I'm already booked for that time. And then they don't show up. And I know for some people that is not a good thing.
And some people think it's okay. But
Exactly.
Communication is,
Exactly.
yes,
But
it helps you
It
as
helps
a business
me,
owner.
because then if they don't show up, I'm not at a loss.
Right, definitely.
I still, I mean, as much as I love to do what I do, and I would do it if I were independently wealthy, I would do it for nothing. I am not, so I still have, you know, expenses to take care of. So.
Well, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And I cannot believe we're coming to the end of our segment.
Oh.
We are.
That was really quick.
I told you, it goes really quick, really easy. But do you have any parting words, anything that we did not cover that you would like to tell our studio audience or those people listening?
Just, you know, if you have a dream, go for it. Stay true to yourself. Don't try to be everything to everybody, and just stay focused. Yes. And don't fall for the hype of instant success. It's going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight.
Takes a little sweat, takes a little, clap for that, definitely. Clap for that. Well, those are great words of wisdom. We are so happy to have you here with us here at the Back House. Yes, for being our featured guest. So we would also like to thank our Back House. We love the Back House. You guys really need to come out to the studio audience. Yes, clap. Go ahead, clap. We love the Back House. We love the Back House. Yes, we do. Your hospitality venue and the Back House. At the Back House, you are the main event. So we will also want to thank our sponsor, The Death of a Live Stage Play. I am so excited for you, Fee. Hi, Fee. I am so excited for you. So we want to make sure you register. Register to purchase your tickets. If you get it today, again, it is $10 off your ticket. And it will be a soul-stirring play. So make sure you check it out. And we will be putting more info in the comments section, as well as the info for Miss Boone. So join us next Thursday at 7 p.m. live at the Back House Season 3. And y'all know how this goes. We are going to continue the party at the After the Live Wind Down. I am Coach V, your Season 3 host, so be blessed and good night.